Welcome to Movie Monday. Today we watched a movie that none of us had seen and none of us really knew very much about. I literally knew nothing about it. But we watched The Green Mile. And
It really gets you into the holiday season, doesn't it?
yeah.
If you enjoy crying, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, I feel like I did see like something, not like a full on review, but at least someone talk about this briefly at some
Mhm.
point because after a little bit, I remembered early on to watching this. I'm like, wait, this was a Stephen King book,
Oh, it was?
and
Oh,
I know
yeah,
that I didn't like read the book, but
yeah,
I
this
was
and
just
Shawshank Redemption are like
yeah.
surprisingly interesting novels.
Oh.
And so I was like, wait a minute, and so I was like, I don't think this is like scary though.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of unsure of how this would go. Um, and it's difficult because like, okay, you know what? Actually, this movie reminded me the most of. This is gonna be
What?
a weird comparison, I feel, but
Hmm?
I think this reminded me mostly of Benjamin Button.
It did, actually. I felt like the
Oh.
cinematography also kind of reminded me a little bit of it.
To me, it was more like the tone and
The
like
tone.
the pacing, where it was like like for example, both of them are long movies, but they
Mm,
don't. You're not like feeling like they drag.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, but also the sense that it's like here is a kind of smallish personal story that
Mm,
has like kind of a supernatural element on top of it.
mm.
And it's not really like it's not a fully positive story. It's not a fully negative story. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just kind of made me
It's
think of
just
it
like
somehow.
someone's life and you're viewing it,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah, I mean, this is much more condensed. It's not an entire person's life,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. It felt kind of similar to me.
Especially the ending, I think. Yeah, I can see that comparison. Definitely.
And I I mean, we all liked that Benjamin Button. I think actually I ranked it the highest if I remember correctly.
I
I
think
think so.
so.
Um, I do like it. I do like Benjamin Button a little bit more, but I
Mm,
still like this quite a bit.
I do too.
I'm emotionally eviscerated right now.
Man cried.
It was interesting seeing the guy who plays John Coffey is Michael Clark Duncan, and I've seen him in stuff before. Actually, we've seen him in stuff before, but it's usually like
Mm,
kind of silly stuff. For
yeah.
Yeah.
example, the main thing that I know of him is he was the villain in Daredevil.
I remember that.
So it's like it's kind of weird seeing him here where he's like very subdued and like emotional and not, Daredevil. So it's interesting, and apparently I was looking in like on Wikipedia, and basically they sort of credited like this movie as sort of his like breakout role.
Oh.
That would make sense.
Oh, yeah, that
So
makes total sense.
and how and so it wasn't his like first movie or whatever, but it was very early on that he did it. And yeah, he actually was nominated for Best Supporting Actor Academy Award for this. So
I mean, I think it's well deserved.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then the movie in general was nominated also for Best Picture. So
When?
they didn't win. What did win?
Gonna be Shakespeare in Love.
It's
No,
always fucking Shakespeare
that was
in
the
Love.
year prior, so no, it did not lose to Shakespeare in Love.
What would you have done if it lost to Shakespeare in Love?
Die.
Oh, American Beauty won. Okay.
Wow.
No one has taste.
Eh. Hey, The Sixth Sense was nominated. I didn't know that.
What?
Oh yeah, you really liked that movie. I forgot. I mean, we
Yeah,
all we all liked it, but yeah.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, like I was mentally like also comparing it to Sixth Sense because I actually knew the ending. Well, not the actual ending, but like the penultimate climax.
Mm,
So I knew that. I
Mhm.
knew that even without context, I was destroyed by like seeing that, and then I forgot about it, and then we happened to roll it, and then I was like, I know something about this movie, and then I remembered, and then I was like, okay, I know the ending. So
This makes me feel really stupid for thinking it was a football movie.
I mean, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw the poster, and I was like, he looks like he's like a war general or something with like his outfit.
Yeah,
that.
I was like, oh, okay, the Tom Hanks movie. Because I saw the poster, and I was like, okay, Tom Hanks is in it. I also thought, oh, okay, he's like a war person or something. He's
Yo.
with the hat.
I want to read the book now.
And I was like, maybe he became like a football coach or something.
Oh my god, what's with the football?
It's the Green Mile. I thought that. And now Valen told me the numbers for it, but at the time I thought that maybe there was something with green because fields are called greens. And...
Right,
That's
hold on.
golf, not football.
Yeah, I know, but
God.
I just thought maybe, just maybe.
Actually, if it was golf, then it actually could be like a mile. So that makes actually more sense than football.
Okay, fine, we'll change my golf.
But
Redact.
thankfully, we did not see Tin Cup.
No. We saw something way better
Oh
than
god.
Tin Cup, and
I still cannot understand how people say that like that movie was good.
Tin Cup?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh god. Okay. Anyway, we're not
Okay,
talking about
wait.
that.
Not about Tin Cup.
Yes. Yeah. I do think also not just for John Coffey, but honestly all of the characters and actors I think did a really good job with
Yeah.
the emotion and performance.
Even like the really insane dudes too.
Yeah.
You mean Percy, or do you mean like the other guys in the cell?
Both of them.
Okay. Yeah. Again, even like the asshole dudes, it was still in terms of conveying the performance, it was really effective,
Yeah.
right?
They did very
I mean,
well.
I don't like them, but
You're not supposed
that's-
to. Yeah.
So they definitely like conveyed that part really well,
Mm-hmm.
making the audience hate them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, everyone definitely did a really good job. It was that scene with like the wife of like the prison.
Hmm.
Oh, Melinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles, the cutest mouse.
That said, I did not watch the execution for Dell.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, what did you like when you saw like that he didn't do the sponge?
Yeah, she ran out.
I ran out.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
We knew this would get ugly.
Yeah.
It.
I got a cookie, and I just that was what happened.
I don't know. I just the idea of being like someone's getting executed. Time to get a cookie. It's just like
I needed something to distract myself.
some cookies. Oh my god. Yeah.
Cookies.
I mean-
It made me think of like Mr. Jingles, and I was like, oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It was mostly him getting like burnt, which is not pleasant. It's not pleasant, but it wasn't like, gory. I don't know. Whatever.
No, it's. Oh god, it was still hard.
Yeah, I do like how again with Percy, like he's a dick, but like they don't make him like an over the top villain or something. Because like,
Yeah.
again, like for example,
Yeah.
when he does like fuck up the execution, he is like legitimately like, oh shit, this is way like not what I thought it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good when Paul grabbed him and was like, "No, you watch,"
Yeah.
because it's like you did this.
Yeah.
You take responsibility for this.
Yeah.
And I think it is like I found it kind of funny that Percy is the shortest out of all the guards because when you see him next to Brutus, he's like at his chest,
Yeah.
and then you have this other guy towering over him. But I mean, it's like Percy is like that asshole, but also he's kind of a little weenie.
Yeah, he's a coward,
Yeah.
especially when like Warden came in
Yeah,
and John kept asking him to like beat him with the stick.
yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and
Warden is definitely the pure villain.
Yeah.
yeah, they and I don't know. I feel like I don't really know what else to say. Because like again, the movie itself, like if for example, if you were to like describe the story or whatever, it wouldn't take long to kind of get through all the main points, right? It's even though it's a 3-hour movie, it's not like Lord of the Rings. You have to spend like an hour describing what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting, but again, at the same time, it still doesn't feel like it drags. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It's probably just because it's all in like the character emotions and interactions. It carries more than the event of what happens.
Yeah, and again,
Because you
it
can
does have
summarize a scene in like 2 sentences, but that scene probably took 15 or 20 minutes.
And it's kind of like the emotion and seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for something, because again, this is a movie. Like I'm just thinking, if you told me again, not in a spoilery way, but just kind of the setup of this movie, like I probably wouldn't care that much. I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, whatever. I mean, I'm not.
I described it kind of accurate. Like it's about a prisoner on death row who befriends a prison guard.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Maybe not a prison guard.
It ended up being a group. I didn't realize it was like all of them. It was like the main guy Paul, and then like the comrades. This is so weird.
I will say that I found it kind of funny how, because in the beginning, you know how he was like, he starts his story by saying that he had a urinary tract infection.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is that a significant detail?
Oh yeah.
And then as the story went on, and then it got to that one point, I was like, oh, that's why that's a significant detail.
Yeah, I mean, so, but yeah, my point is like it's something where I wouldn't be invested, and like this wouldn't. I don't even remember how we originally got this on our main list. If it was that like, because I know the list that I made the first list. I basically went through Wikipedia and just like scoured, was like, oh, I kind of want to see that film, or oh, I've heard that's good, and I've kind of gathered like a bunch of them from that, and then you both added stuff on top of it, and we legitimately don't remember if like one of you added it or if I just happened to put it there first, just thinking like, oh, I've heard this before, apparently it's good. I don't know. So, but my point is like, I would not really have sought this out based on just its premise, and so the point being, the fact that it is as effective as it is shows that like they did a really good job at making this story, which is not inherently super appealing, really solid. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't have too much else. I don't really have anything else to say. So if you want to just go to rating, then I guess we can, unless you guys got something.
This is a movie to watch.
Yeah.
Definitely recommended.
Yeah.
Keep tissues on hand, though.
Or like have someone there.
Yeah. There will be some hard scenes to get through.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Rating.
Okay. Want me to go first?
Sure.
Well, I kind of settled into a rating like kind of early-ish on, and I had a feeling like I'm like I think this is what my rating is going to end up being, and it was. It did kind of shift a little bit in terms of the number itself. It started out as like a low of this number, and kind of probably now it's kind of in the middle. But I think this is a pretty solid 9 for me.
I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh, okay.
I was really, really, really invested, so I wish I watched this earlier, but at the same time I would have cried by myself. So
At least you got Sora today.
yeah.
And you?
I think I also give it a high 9. High 9.
Yay!
Yeah, so definitely good score round.
Yes, definitely good scores all around. I think I give it a high 9 and not a 10, mainly because I don't think I can ever rewatch this ever again.
Oh yeah.
But, yep.
I mean, for me, like, Again, just comparing to the other stuff that I've given a 9. What have I given a 9? Coraline, Paranorman, and Children of Men. Comparing... It's actually kind of hard to compare between them.
Wow, Children of Men was so long ago now.
It doesn't feel... I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure to compare between all that, how I would rate this. Because especially Coraline and Paranorman are very different movies.
Yeah.
Children of Men is kind of similar in terms of tone, but not really.
It's not quite as grimdark as Children of Men.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like just how do you feel about that? Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to say specifically kind of for that, but to me, again, this is like really solid film. I can't really think of any problem with it. It's just, to me, it doesn't, particularly reach the super grand rating of 10, basically. But that's not because it did anything wrong. So that's kind of how I see it. What actually did we watch? I have a feeling, actually.
Oh, Girl Interrupted came out this year, too.
Oh, it was... Wait, so Stuart Little beat it. That's really sad.
It beat Girl Interrupted somehow.
So, how about... Okay, Stuart Little, 300 million. 290 million. Damn it. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
So we were 10 million from watching this back during the challenge.
Instead of Stuart Little, we lost to the kids.
That's kind of sad.
It's funny because Stuart Little is just a really strange movie.
Yeah. It's... I mean, it wasn't, like, bad, but this would have been much better. So, yeah. Oh, well, at least we saw it now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're ready for the next thing.
Who's next?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the replacement for this, since it was a random, we random a replacement, and the replacement just happened to be Incredibles 2.
Yay!
Which neither of you have seen.
I actually partially watched it over Thanksgiving break.
Oh, okay.
Partially?
We started it, but then we had to... Then there was the whole Target fiasco.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so... I saw
now I'm someone who knows nothing.
I saw it in theaters shortly after it came out. At the time, I said, I think I might like this as much as the original. I have since kind of disagree with that, but at the same time, I do want to see this again. So, I'm very curious to see kind of how I'll think about it now. But I do ultimately like it a solid amount. It's just kind of a question of how much exactly. But, so we will see what we got. So, next up is... Oh boy, Men in Black 3.
We finally finished the trilogy.
Yay.
Yeah, okay. Do you guys know anything about Men in Black 3?
No. All I know is the, little Instagram ads or whatever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw this in theaters.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, no. I'm thinking of Men in Black International.
Oh, yeah. No, I did not see that in theaters. That was apparently terrible. So I saw Men in Black 3 in theaters. I remember at the time thinking it was okay.
Okay.
But again, that was whenever this came out, I think 2012 or something. So, and so I'm also curious to see what I think about it now, also since I have now seen the first two. So,
wait, you didn't see the other two originally?
I did not. I don't think so. I don't remember, actually.
Remember, I guess.
So, yeah, but we'll be watching Men in Black 3, and there you go. Merry Christmas, I guess. Not quite, but, whatever.
Have some aliens.
Yeah. Actually, wait. What are the weeks again? Oh, okay. Alright, okay, we got 2 more until Christmas, basically. So, we'll have another one that's 2 days from Christmas. So, we'll see how, holiday themed that ends up being. It's totally gonna be like Iron Sky. It'd be the most awkward thing ever. But whatever, it'll be fine. So, next time, Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
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 Oh, bye.